Today, I am visiting my mom in her food forest. This place has been such an inspiration to me over the years, and by sharing it with you, hopefully it will inspire you as well. In this video, I'm going to cover what we got growing, as well as how we are able to grow such an abundance of food in such a small space. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Christina with Forever Food Forest, a channel where I explore ways of growing food without the use of herbicides, pesticides, or commercial fertilizers. And instead, I rely on permaculture principles and other natural gardening techniques to grow food. It is raining today, and that's not unusual for a summer in Florida. I'm on the east coast of Florida today, not too far from the beach, as opposed to in Orlando where I usually spend my time. So this right here is the mulberry tree. That's the first thing that my parents planted about 24 years ago. And ever since then, this food forest took many different iterations. A lot of times we were growing stuff in pots just because it was so difficult figuring out how to work with the soil, the location, the heat, the humidity. And this food forest really took off about 4 years ago. So we'll start on the northern edge of the property. Right here we have some big, beautiful bananas, sugarcane, blueberries, and of course, one of many fig trees. We also have some firebush that attracts hummingbirds. And right in there, there are some pineapple plants, and some of them are already starting to grow pineapples on them, which is really cool. Moving on, now we are going towards the eastern edge of the property. Right here we have some watermelons growing along trellises, taking advantage of that vertical space. We also have bananas, papaya, loquat tree in the corner. Check this out. We even got a pumpkin. We have blueberries, more figs, citrus, herbs. This right here is wormwood, which is an excellent medicinal plant that everyone should have in their garden. And this is one of my favorite fruits to grow in a Florida garden because you can utilize that vertical space. It's passion fruit. Let me get one for you. So this is a passion fruit. They're super tropical, really tart, a little sweet, and you can just cut them and suck them out like an oyster. So this is what they look like on the inside. Oh, this one's so juicy. Whew. Oh. That'll strip the enamel off your teeth. So good though. Moving right along, let's see what we got growing here. We have more figs, ginger, beauty berry. That's a Florida native that attracts birds. Right here I have a peach, shampoo ginger, which is awesome. I love shampoo ginger. If you don't like using store-bought shampoos, grow your own shampoo. And also down here is one of my favorite medicinal / companion plants, and that is nettle. Right here we have a loquat, more ginger, beautiful turmeric, and this, I believe, is a peanut butter plant. All right, and we're back. So I asked my mom, she doesn't want to be on camera, you guys. So that's why she's not in the video. I asked her. She's afraid that people might recognize her. So she doesn't want to be associated with me. I see how it is. Anyway, so this right here is called katuk. It's a sweet leaves peanut butter plant. So let's see if it tastes like peanut butter. It does. It totally tastes like peanut butter with spinach. Probably would be good with like Thai food. Oh, and how could I forget? Right in front of my face, we got a mango tree. Now we are along the southern edge of the property. This area gets lots and lots of sun, and that means we can grow lots and lots of fruit-bearing trees. So starting with over there, we have a star fruit tree, banana, papaya. This right here is a Barbados cherry. Down here is another fig tree, sweet potatoes, more dwarf bananas, and in the corner we got goji berries. All right, so check this out. This is a must-have in the Florida garden. It is a spider, a goji berry, not a spider. Goji berries. Don't buy them at the health food store. Grow your own if you grow here in Florida. From my understanding, you can grow them directly in our Florida sandy soil. They taste kind of like a weird tomato. Kind of good, kind of weird. All right, so we're moving right along, and right here we have figs. My mom has so many varieties of figs. I don't know which variety this is, but it is green fig. We're gonna go over here. This is another variety of figs. I think this is brown turkey or black mission. Oh, this one's ready. This is what they look like on the inside. And, oh, yum. I'm just gonna take a moment to enjoy this. Wow, wow, wow. Fresh figs. Hands down, one of the little delights of life. We got 2 more figs. These are white figs, and this one, like, check it out. Okay. Oh, the camera's freaking out. Oh, it's full of ants. I mean, if it's got ants on it, that means it's good, right? Oh, that tasted like ants. Did you ever eat ants as a kid? If you've ever eaten ants as a kid, you know what they taste like. So continuing along the southern edge of the property, right here we have many varieties of persimmons, sunflowers. Those are great for pollinators and using as green manure. Okay, this one right here is actually really exciting. It's Jamaican sorrel. It's used for making drinks. Here we have an avocado. And the sun is out, but not for long. So as you can see, along the edges of the property, we have it lined with lots of fruit-bearing trees as well as other perennials. And in the center, that's where my mom grows all the annuals, and that's where she also has her potted plants and garden beds. The biggest challenge that we face here trying to grow food is that this area right here in the center turns into a wet, swampy mess anytime it rains. And in Florida, it rains every day. So one of the ways to overcome it was to make some raised garden beds. This elevates the soil level, keeps the roots slightly above that soggy, wet water line. Another way is that my parents dug I guess you could call them French drains, but basically they were trenches to guide the water away from this area. And then the third thing that we did was we got lots and lots of rain barrels, but then we decided to kick it up a notch and planted several trees that love these soggy wet conditions. So we have some moringa, we have a mango tree, we also have a big oak tree in the corner, and the roots of these trees act as sponges, just sucking up that water and helping this area dry out much faster. So check this out right here. We have a grapevine growing up this trellis, and this creates a natural shade structure which helps shield these strawberries from the sun during the hottest part of the day. Okay, now we are going to go to the front yard, and I'll show you what kind of cool, awesome medicinal things we got going on here. Actually, check this out. Another Barbados cherry tree. Really cool. Now we are in the front yard, and this is slowly being converted into an extension of the food forest that we have growing in the back. We have an avocado tree back there. We have a couple loquat trees, a couple bananas. My mom just recently got this olive tree, so we're going to figure out where we can plant that. And in this garden bed, this is where my mom grows a lot of her medicinals. So we have turmeric, she has some ginger growing here. But what I'm really excited about is this right here. If you're into supplements, improving your health through natural remedies, this has been the hottest herb on the market. It's ashwagandha. And I don't know how you feel about buying supplements online. A lot of times I don't really know what kind of stuff they put in there. I don't know if you could trust some of these sources. So if you can grow your own, you know where it comes from, you know what's in it. And if you live in Florida, I highly recommend growing your own ashwagandha. It does really well in our climate. And of course, no permaculture food forest would be complete without some Florida natives. So right here we have firebush, which is excellent for attracting hummingbirds. We also have milkweed, swamp milkweed. We have dune daisies. Those are just some of the ones I can think of off the top of my head, but we have lots and lots of natives peppered all throughout the property to help pollinators and to help rewild a little bit of the Florida landscape. Growing this many fruit-bearing trees requires lots and lots of nutrients. One of the ways that we are able to support so much growth is by recycling all the old growth back into the soil. So like these sunflowers, they're gonna get chopped down and used as mulch. Any old fruit that's over-ripened or that we weren't able to pick, we just bury that into the soil, kind of like a compost, and then grow on top of that. So for the sake of brevity, I did not go fully in depth into everything that we have growing here, because then it would be a 4-hour-long video, but hopefully you enjoyed this overview and this was inspirational and maybe some informational for you. Maybe you got inspired to grow some of the things in your Florida food forest that you were thinking about. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.